Hey, good morning. Jerry Upchurch here. Wanted to get another quick video out to you describing the last three things we were talking about on adrenal fatigue. I tend to get in a hurry here, so what I want to do is just calm down, make these videos shorter, and let you just actually read the blog to get the information out of it. So the last blog I had, we talked about the what causes adrenal fatigue. And we talked about stress and how important it is to get your stress levels down because of what hormone is being produced. Cortisol. Cortisol is what's causing most every problem you have related to adrenal fatigue. And it's being triggered by the 5 things that I'm actually talking about here. Number 1 is stress, and number 2 is diet, what we eat. And why does what we eat cause cortisol level to increase? Because of inflammation in the body. So we need to go in and start analyzing what we're eating that's causing inflammation in the body, or better yet, what's causing it to not be causing our body to not be inflamed, and start eating those things, more of those things. Okay, so the next three things were sleep, chronic disease, and environmental toxins. Sleep, chronic disease, environmental toxins. So in the sleep area, we have a natural circadian circadian rhythm, and what that means is we have a system. We're set up to be systematized in what we do. You know, we've always eaten 3 meals a day. We get 8 hours of sleep, and we work 8 hours, and we rest 8 hours. So, and circadian rhythm is similar to that, and we tend to get that messed up because we, in our early teens and high school years and college years, we tend to start staying up later and later and sleeping later and later. And what affects that our biological clock is light naturally affects it, and darkness naturally affects it. So things that we do ourselves that screw up the rhythm of our life, and that causes what? Cortisol increase in our body, which causes stress, which causes inflammation in our body, and inflammation can be either classified, as we talked about the other day, as silent inflammation or chronic inflammation, acute inflammation. So silent inflammation is what we have when we don't really know we have it. So we need to be battling that all the time anyway. So sleep, get plenty of sleep. Sleep helps your body revive and rejuvenate, and it's important to get that done every day. So the next thing, number 4, is chronic disease. Now, I looked this up and I spent some time on it. Chronic diseases are not necessarily just specific things. It's a disease or a symptom that has lasted for more than 3 months. This is a definition, more than 3 months, and it's typically not solved by vaccines or medicine or things like that. It's solved by a person deciding, number 1, he's got a chronic disease because it's been hanging on and hanging on and hanging on. And number 2 is that he's got to take action himself, herself, to make that thing better, make that symptoms better, to get rid of those symptoms. And again, what causes this is cortisol increase in our body, causing inflammation in our body. So everything seems to be relating more and more and more to inflammation. So you got to take action. You have got to take personal action to get something done. So the last thing is environmental toxins, and we all know what those things are. They are the chemicals and the pollutants and the pesticides and the household detergents that we use, and they're absorbed through the skin. They're absorbed in through our breathing, and by what we eat. So the 3 ways they get into the body, and all 3 ways can be helped. You can go to non-toxic products in your homes, but what we got to realize is the government already has over 80,000 toxins that have been approved to be used, or chemicals that have been approved to be used in the U.S., and they're adding over 2,000 new chemical toxins. They might say they're non-toxic, but they are chemicals that are released in the U.S. every year. 2,000 new, and we already got over 80,000. So what we got to do is we got to be aware. Just be aware and take positive action on everything you do. Also included in the blog, I've just listed a lot of the symptoms that we have when we have adrenal fatigue. So I want you to just take a look at the symptoms. I'm not going into all of them now, but take a look at the symptoms. See if you've got some of them, and then decide, make a decision that you want to start taking action to get rid of that. That's what we're doing at the Upchurch household, and we thank you for watching. Bye-bye.